it downplays what a slur is. I think linguistically it's weird. I'm all for a joke, but I feel like it's weird.
Ladies and gentlemen and Slummiel viewers, would you believe that what Jack Manifold is talking about there is over the word clanker?
That's a lot of clanking.
In today's video, we are going to be talking about the most recent episode of the Shut Up, I'm Talking podcast with TommyInnit and Jack Manifold. There were a couple of interesting conversations that I want to talk about on here, but if you haven't already, please consider subscribing and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content. It really helps the channel out, especially if you do enjoy the content.
Now, fucking mrbeast joined Kick, and he's doing his first ever Kick stream on my birthday. Fucking hell, Jimmy, way to fucking outweigh my thing.
That is bad, isn't it? What's he doing that for?
TommyInnit isn't just saying that because the mrbeast stream coincides with Jack Manifold's birthday, but he's also saying that because mrbeast is using the platform Kick. And I'm sorry, but I've always found the criticisms and pushback and complaints about people streaming over on Kick and taking deals with Kick to be the most pathetic, non-issue argument ever. Does anyone remember the time that everyone tried cancelling Sapnap over the exact same thing a few years ago?
I'm just gonna say, like, frankly, the majority of Sapnap's demographic is people in communities such as LGBTQIA+, younger demographic and stuff like that. I feel like this platform is not a safe place to be openly trans, not a safe place to be openly Jewish, not a safe place to be black.
And if you let me, I just want to go on a little bit of a tangent here. It is kind of relevant here, but I recently saw this tweet. Once again, it's fuck Wilbur Sir, I'm Alex, Shane Dawson, Jeffree Star, James Charles, Dream, George Not Found, Sapnap, and fuck any of you who may be fans of these people. Some of these creators stand out a bit. Of course, George Not Found was falsely accused, but it's very obvious that this person believes Katie Bugg's lies. Then you've got Dream, who proved himself innocent, and then I was very curious about Sapnap until I saw just this absolutely hilarious reply. Dream and Sapnap both support George Not Found, who essayed a gal, just like how the members of Lovejoy are still terrible people for supporting Wilbur. Also, Sapnap took a Kick deal, knowing that it's not a safe platform for his fans, and Dream has said multiple slurs, and it's just weird. Oh no, the horror of Sapnap taking a Kick deal where it's not a quote-unquote safe space. Also love, right? Of course the George Not Found false accusations made it in there, but as well the fact that they've just run out of stuff to say about Dream, so he's now just weird. Anyway, tangent over, let's get back to the topic at hand.
To raise money for charity, which admittedly, if you're gonna join Kick, is the best reason to do it, but it's still not good.
Innit? When's Tubbo gonna sort him out?
Yeah, Tubbo will tell him off on Twitter.
Just such a non-issue, especially in current day. Kick has improved as a platform a lot. I honestly don't care if you stream on Kick, stream on whatever platform. Lots of these platforms have their faults, and I think Kick, of all these platforms, the ones that were coming out like Rumble, has progressed quite a bit since, 2 years ago.
Come on, Tubbo. Come on, Tubbo.
Hopefully
You did it
they
before.
can bully him out of it again. Remember when he did the AI thumbnail tool and everyone went, "This is bad, Jimmy," so he got rid of it?
Really?
Yeah, he did a website where you could have AI make thumbnails for you. And everyone went, "This is really bad, Jimmy. It's going to put people out of jobs." So he changed the link to be a website where, you could hire thumbnail artists to, compensate.
I think this is something that isn't spoken about enough, how mrbeast responded to the criticism and backlash after the whole AI thumbnail thing. The fact that he then linked actual artists, went out his way, did a whole Twitter video apology, and actually implemented steps so artists could be hired. Nobody really spoke about that because it wasn't going to get any views. People just shut on him for the whole AI thing, moved on, didn't bother covering his response. And I still think that just isn't right.
Fair, feel you there, Jimmy. But we're in the same boat, me and him, Jimmy, there. Fair enough.
What do you mean?
Of doing the wrong thing.
That was broad.
Just doing the wrong thing with a robot.
Again, I made a point in my last video when I covered the whole Tubbo AI video, which was an actual good video by Tubbo, in a similar vein to how Markiplier was talking about the positives and negatives and the nuances behind AI. I spoke about how it's very clear as well with TommyInnit streams and how often he mentions AI and how he talks about it. It's very much still in his head, and he's terrified of his audience actually cancelling him, so he's just parroting what his audience is saying. And I find it so funny that it's still on his mind and he still has to bring it up every time just the AI topic comes up.
Just doing the wrong thing with the robots and that. We both didn't know. It's an easy mistake to make. You cannot know.
I'm so sick of TommyInnit saying things like this, because whether you think that AI is bad when it comes to generative AI, that is, or if it's good, or if you don't care, whatever, TommyInnit himself said several times in the past that he sees it as bad. Then he switched up to use it for content because he saw the views it was getting, then switched back when his audience cancelled him for it. He literally said in the bio of the fucking video that people cancelled him for that he thought it was bad. It's like you said said it yourself in the description of that same video. What are you talking about? He's trying to victimize himself to make it out like he had genuinely no idea, so it came as a shock when all his audience started cancelling him for it, when that just isn't the case. He held the view that AI was bad and said it several times, and then switched up to use it for content, then switched back to virtue signal when he was getting cancelled by his audience, something it's made him clearly paranoid.
Hey,
I'm going to say it though, to defend the AI briefly. I don't think everyone should be calling them robot slurs.
my chat was saying like, what is it? Veins, not wires.
Innit?
It's brutal.
It's a bit like it's something about it rubs me up wrong. It don't feel right. I don't think our way of condemning it should be calling it slurs. I just don't. I think that's a bad. I think that's a bad. It sets a bad precedent.
We have reached a different level of virtue signal and moral effing. We are sitting here talking about if the word clanker is a slur, and if that's the right way to go about this. It was a stupid bit from Star Wars, The Clone Wars, that then made its way onto the internet and then blew up. That's what it is. Like what the fuck are we doing here?
That's not our only way.
I think it downplays what a slur is. I think linguistically it's weird.
For the first part of this, when I was watching this, I thought they were joking around that, oh, this is a slur, oh, this is bad. But then, like, the way TommyInnit's reacting, TommyInnit's talking about it, it makes it very much seem like this isn't a bit, this isn't a joke, and that this is genuinely belief that Jack Manifold holds, that this is a bad thing to be doing. If you genuinely think this is bad, and that this is something that shouldn't be going on, and that you're going to moral grandstand, and you're going to virtue signal about it over something from Star Wars, The Clone Wars, I'm done. I don't know what to say. I genuinely can't critique it beyond look at it. I'm genuinely speechless, and that is so rare. I cover so many different topics that are so crazy, and it's rare that I left gobsmacked, but I genuinely am. I have no idea what to say in response to this. A part of me genuinely still thinks that this is some form of bit, but it genuinely seems like this is something they are taking seriously. Genuinely, I want to hear what you, ladies and gentlemen, something viewers have to say about this. If you think this is a bit, if you think this is genuinely something they are saying seriously, because it comes across like they're saying this seriously.
I'm all for a joke, but I feel like it's weird. I don't know. Something about it feels wrong to me.
Guys, get his ass.
They're not going to get me.
Get his ass.
If I get got, you know what?
If I get got.
If you lock me up and throw away the key, if saying slurs are bad is going to get me thrown in jail.
For one, nobody is going to say, well, I don't think you should be sticking up for AI like that. I think people are going to say, you're fucking nuts, mate. What are you talking about? And he says about, like, oh, saying slurs are bad, but it's a line from a Star Wars program. Why are we having this conversation?
Hell, these days, fucking dark woke has got me ruined, alright?
God, you just went, what was that?
Dark woke's coming from
What's
me now.
dark woke?
So, like, being anti-AI is woke, but, like, calling them slurs is, like, dark woke. You're being woke, but you're saying it in an evil way.
I'm sorry, nobody with above one brain cell who isn't terminally online has ever used the word dark woke in a sentence before. And calling AI or like a robot or a auto-generated comment a clanker isn't dark woke. You're repeating a Star Wars quote. Genuinely do think this is a serious take. This isn't a bit. This isn't them joking around. I think they're genuinely trying to virtue signal this. Again, I'd be open to different interpretations and what you think, if they're being sarcastic, if they're joking, but just how they're saying it, their faces, whatever, just does not come across like that whatsoever. And I saw this, I had to make a video about it. But everybody watching, like I said, what's your thoughts? Please feel free to leave that down below in the comments. Once you're done, then you want to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future content. But I've been your host, Samuel, and I will catch you in the next Slop Your video. Goodbye.